Did everyone see that? Uh-oh, it's recording. All right. Listen, you guys don't have to know how to do this yet. But in a few days you will. The answer to number 25 is... Uh-oh. Let's go with red. Oh, what the heck? 9/20. If you got that right, give yourself a high five, not literally, figuratively, okay? I understand most of you just did it literally. Okay, number 26, 1/3 minus 1/6. The answer is 1/6, okay? Again, you don't have to know how to do this stuff yet, but if you do, then hopefully when we have that lesson, you will be good to go. So today we are talking about repeating decimals and terminating decimals, which we've kind of already gone over. All right. So for example, give me a number.
16.
Right, I heard 13. Give me another number.
16.
7, 12, 9. One more. 3.
36.
All right.
399.
Can everyone see that? Kind of.
You should turn the lights
Let
on.
me try using a different number. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Now give me another
36.
36.
6.
59er. 21. One more.
15. 15. Say 8.
4.
Say 8.
All right. Here's a number, okay, and it has a decimal, okay. Now, on Friday we talked about, at least Thursday and Friday, I think, we talked about 2 different types of decimals. Well, kind of 3, okay. If we were to look at this number, what type of decimal would this be? Yes, Kaden?
Does it keep going or does it just stop?
Does it look like it keeps going?
Well, I don't. You didn't put a ... at the end.
I know, so what does it look like?
So it looks like terminating.
It looks like terminating, right? This would be terminating. Uh-oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this. Terminating.
Terminator.
Terminating, okay? Terminating decimals are rational, okay? Now, here's the thing is if I take this number and do it all over again.
But over and over and over.
But let's say that it has this line above it. Now, what type of decimal be it?
Be it.
Sierra. Now it is repeating.
Repeating.
Now it's repeating, okay? Repeating decimals are also rational. Rational. Okay. Questions on that? All right. How do we know that this number... Oh, what? How do we know that this number right here is repeating?
Because it has the squiggles.
Alexis?
Because there's a line over it.
There's a line over some of the decimal numbers, right? In this case, which of the numbers are repeating? Isaac? 214, very good, because it has the bar over it. This is also known as bar notation, okay? So we only use bar notation if it's repeating, okay? Okay, so we have our final one, which would be this. 36.59214. It's not different yet, right? 1, 2, 3.
Irrational.
All right. Now, what type of decimal be it?
Be it.
It's a terrible.
Kaden.
It's irrational.
It what?
It be irrational.
Yes, it's irrational, but what type of decimal is it? Kaden?
A non-repeating.
Very good.
All right.
I'm not really sure if there's a technical way to write this. It's just non-repeating, okay? Remember also that I will not test you on this vocabulary stuff. However, you will be tested on this classification stuff, like if it's rational or irrational, okay? What makes this final number here at the bottom, irrational. Yes, Isaac. Very good. That's all we need to find is if it has the dot 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 at the end, now it is no longer repeating. Okay. If it does repeat, notice once again it has this line above some of the decimal numbers. Okay. Okay. So pause. All right. So this page is in your book. You're welcome to read it and enjoy it and relax. This stuff is better than Harry Potter. Okay.
What?
It is.
No.
I don't know that it is. Okay. Notice. Let's look at this one right here. Okay. Let's say that down here I have this 0.12,
What page are you on?
and it repeats like this. Can everyone see this? All right. Okay. If I have that, but as my answer I write another 1, 2 that's repeating. Is this wrong?
No.
No, it's still good, okay? I don't care how many of these you write on the test, just it's going to be a little bit more work. And if you really want to be a math person, you should be doing as little work as possible. Right? All right. And again, repeating decimals and terminating decimals. What type of classification would this be?
Dot, dot.
Repeating decimal.
At least rational. Okay, what the heck? All right, so Nick wants to know how we turn a number like 4 into an improper fraction. Yes, Caitlin. Wait, Abby. Yes. Done. There we go. Let's look at these examples. It says write each fraction or mixed number as a decimal. Use bar notation if necessary. Okay. So this first one, this one, -7 and 1/20. If I were to write this as a decimal, I've got -7 point whatever this is as a decimal. Now, there's a couple ways you guys can do this. Okay. The first way is to look and on your calculator and do it there. All you're going to do is do 1 divided by 20 and then push equals. And the calculator will give you the decimal. Yes. Okay. Yes, Sierra? All right. 1 divided by 20, right? Now, notice if you don't have a calculator for some reason, okay, all you're going to do is you're going to do 1 divided by 20. There you go. And you can do it long ways. So notice 20 does not go into 1, so you need a 0 there. Does 20 go into 10? No, it does not. Does 20 go into 100? Yes, it goes into it 5 times. 5 times 20 is 100. Subtract 0 left over. So this tells me my decimal 0.5. Let's look at this second example. We'll do it in green. Notice this is 4 divided by 9er, and there's 1 negative. So my answer is negative. I've got that negative there, so I don't have to worry about it later. Yes, Mason?
Negative, no. Can I say the answer?
Sure.
Is it -4?
We'll see. All right. So notice if you do 4 divided by a 9er. Yes, Kaden?
Isn't there an easier way to do this?
Yes. It's called a calculator.
Well, no. Like, I meant, like, even with number 1, couldn't you just multiply 20 until you got
Yes.
to 100?
Yep. We'll get there later, okay? All right, notice 9 does not go into 4, so 0. It will, however, go into 40 exactly
5 times.
4 times, actually. It will go into 40 exactly 4 times. 4 times 9 is 36. Subtract 4. Now, here's the nice thing about decimals is if you get the same number here that you have up here, it repeats. Okay?
Oh, the answer's 4.
So this would be negative 0.4 repito.
Repito.
Okay? Questions? This is a prettier way to show the answers. Here are more examples. Yay! Oh man. What? I like that purple color. There we go.
Perverted purple.
Perverted purple. It's different. Okay, notice now we need to change each decimal to a fraction or a mixed number. However, since there's no whole parts in these, we do not need to worry about changing these into mixed numbers. Yes?
Simplest form.
A what?
Simplest form.
Very good. We do need these in simplest form. Thank you. All right, let's look at these. Notice you have, it's negative, so let's just make sure it's negative, okay? So we don't have to worry about the negative anymore. 9, what we're going to do is write the 9 out. Is this simple enough yet? Okay. That is going to be your numerator. We're going to put that over the place value that it's in, which is, like Nate said, the tenths. Okay. If you're struggling with the place values of these, just look in the back. See, that was where the decimal place would be. You'd go to the right one as tenths, hundredths, thousandths, and it only goes to 100 trillions. Let's hope that you do not need anything beyond that, because my posters only go that far. Okay? All right, this is in the tenths place, so I just put it over 10. Can this be simplified?
No.
No, it shan't. Therefore, the answer is negative 9/10.
But that can't. Oh yeah. Well, can you simplify it to like?
Okay, so will someone explain how we will do this one? Please. Does anyone know? Well, so Sierra's going to do this on the board for us. And she's going to show how she does it while explaining very loudly what she is doing.
Okay, so you write out. Wait, is that working? What? Why isn't it working?
What? I know, right? It's the worst.
Oh, you're putting it in the corner.
Oh, do I have to write it over
Keep your
here?
hand off of it, too.
Oh, okay.
All right. There we go.
There we go. Oh, that's a little big. Oh well. Okay, so you write 34, and it's in the hundredths place. So then we write 100.
Bam. Okay. Thank you, Sierra. All right. Now, very good. Yes, this one, as it turns out, must be turned into simplest form. Okay? So how would we turn this into simplest form now? Kaden, you show us, please?
Yeah.
Wait, nope, on this. Because people are listening all around the world.
Okay, so that's fun. When you take this, you gotta divide it by 2. So 34 divided by 2, 17. Okay, so that equals 17, and then, just divided by that equals 50, and so, and then you can't do anything really after that, so you have to be 17, whoop, that's a 15, hold on. There we go. There we go. I'm doing this. I'm getting good. Are we going to go red? No. Okay. Then you have to write 17. Oh! Oh my gosh. I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry. Yay. Then you go to red. No! Get 17 out of 50. There we go.
Very good. Thank you, Kaden. Okay, so if you guys have forgotten how to do this on a calculator, all you're going to do is you're going to put this into the calculator. So you're going to push decimal.
0.34?
Then you're going to push the 3, then the 4. Now, does anyone remember the process on the calculator to turn this decimal into a fraction? Isaac.
You press the second.
Very good. Second. Close. Savannah? Okay, then you want to push the PRB, which is by the log button there, Isaac. Okay.
PR.
What?
PR.
I thought that was fraction. If it was the simplest form, we do that.
Yes, it will turn it into simplest form.
But I thought it turned a fraction into a simplest.
It will also turn a decimal into its simplest fraction, yes.
Oh, that's
Okay. You do have to push one more button after that. Nick? Equals.
Equals.
So Nick asked a good question. How do we turn a mixed number into an improper fraction? So someone give me a smaller number.
7.
I said smaller.
5.
5 is good. Another number.
7.
7. Another one.
13. 12.
It has to be bigger than 7.
Find
9.
the second thing.
Let's make it 9.
Oh,
Okay. All right. If we need to turn this into an improper fraction, I'm going to take this 5, multiply by the 9. This is multiplication. 5 times 9 is 45. Now I add this to the 7. That will give me my numerator, which would be 52. So my answer is 52 over whatever the denominator is here, which is 9. All right, as it turns out, this next one leads us into Nick's question as well. Turning a number like negative 13 into an improper fraction, we're just going to do, just like Abby said, negative 13 over 1. Done. Also, make sure these are simplified completely, okay? This one we're going to turn into an improper fraction. 7 times 3 is 21, plus the 1. This gives me that gives us our numerator, 22 over, we keep the denominator the same, 3. All right, there are the answers. It's just the same thing that we got already, okay?
I've had frog legs before.
Okay. We need to match these repeating decimals to the correct bar notation. So notice on this one, the stinking book, they put these dots here, but they should not be. They did this for a good reason, though, as it turns out. Sometimes they don't do things completely confusing. So, as it turns out, we would need bars over these. Okay? Now we need to connect them to what would be a more simplified version of bar notation. All right, Cassidy will do them. So Cassidy will connect each one to its corresponding bar notation value, please.
That is, yeah, okay.
Bam. Good. Thank you. All right, this is very good. Notice that on this one, it's just the one that's repeating. The 6 does not, so we have to find out where the bar is just above the 1, okay? And on this one, it's good, and this one as well is good, okay? You guys have any questions? So Jamie has 2 hits on her first 9 times at bat. To find her batting average, she divided 2 by 9, which would be correct, and this is what she gets, okay? If we wanted to write this using bar notation, what would it be? 0.2 repeating. Now again, if you wrote 2 2s repeating, you're still good. Or 3, even better, okay? That's good. But notice on this one, it tells us to round to the nearest thousandth, so we got 0.22222, and so forth. So if we look at this, where is the thousandths spot?
The third one?
Very good. It is the third one. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. This is the spot that we are rounding to. Okay? So in order to round to this number, we have to look at the next number, which is 2. Now, does anyone remember the rules for rounding? Nate.
If it's 5 or above, we round up. And if it's 4 or below,
Very good. So I'm just going to repeat this so everyone can hear. If it's 5 or above, round up. In other words, you can add 1 to this number right here. If it's less than 5, it stays the same. So, is this number 5 or bigger?
No.
No, it is not. So, do we need to add one to this thousand spot?
No.
No, it stays the same, and this would be our answer, 0.222. There's the answers for you. 1900ths. So we need to write these both as a fraction, as a decimal. Okay, so what would the fraction be? Who will tell us? Elise.
1900s.
Easy enough. 1900ths. What is 1900ths as a decimal? Carson?
0.19.
Very good. What about 105 thousandths? What is this as a fraction? That's it. 105 over 1,000. What is this as a decimal? Cassidy.
0.105.
That's it. All right. Let me just show you guys this real quick, all right? What the heck? There we go. Let's look at this. Okay, so if you have 105, oh wow, over 1,000. Okay, what you're going to do is, if we wanted to write this as a decimal, all you're going to do is, if this is over some type of multiple of 10, which this is, which is 1,000, you're just going to write the numerator, which is 105. Okay? Now the decimal would be right here for 105. But notice, since this is dividing, we're going to move it to the left, the decimal, by however many zeros there are. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So we'd move it 1, 2, 3 times right here. And our final answer would be 0.105. Okay? Now there is a much easier way to do this on a calculator. Sorry guys, 105 divided by 1,000, calculator will do it for you, okay? Feel like they can do this on a calculator? Ezekiel, is your hand up? Oh, okay. Just making sure. Write each fraction or mixed number as a decimal. Again, you could just do 74 divided by 100 and be done on the calculator, right? It'll give you the decimal. One, 7 divided by 20. Now someone mentioned this already. If you can get this to be a multiple of 10, then it will tell you the place value, okay, of the 7. So it'll be 35 in this case, okay? So 35 hundredths, or you can move the decimal twice. Either way, okay? All right, here's another example. We've got the mixed number. Notice the whole number is just the whole number, so it stays there the whole time. Okay? All right, try these examples. What did you guys get for A?
0.3.
Yeah, 0.3. That is correct. How did you guys do it? Allie?
Well, I knew that, so I just kind of so it's a 10, so there should be the 10 place.
Very good. Yep. She says it's over 10, so she knows that 3 goes in the 10 spot. Did someone do it differently? Yes. Yara?
I did 3 divided by 10 in my calculator.
There you go. She did 3 divided by 10, except on the calculator. That's very good. Where did you end up with this? Bam. All right, B, what did you guys get? Caden. 0.12. Good. How did you do it?
Did I do it?
Yep. How did you do it?
I knew the 2,500 to 104 times, so I multiplied 3 by 4.
Very good. He multiplied by 4 on both the top and bottom, which gave him 12 over 100. Okay? Excellent. C. What did you guys get? Isaac?
Negative 6.5.
Negative 6.5. How did you do it?
Negative 6, and then decimal, and then I just do that on 1 over 2 over half.
Very good. Yeah, 1/2 is a very common fraction that you may just know as 0.5. Okay? All right. Fractions are just another form of division, guys. So if you need to do long division, I don't know why you do this if you'd have a calculator, but if you do need to do it, then do it, okay? Now, there's another example. 7 divided by 9. Notice, listen, guys, in the book they've gone through this about 3 or 4 times, okay? Once you get the same number here as you do here, it repeats. Okay? So, okay. Now try these 4. Turn these fractions into decimals. And if they repeat, then use bar notation. In the meantime, let's look at D. What did you guys get for D? Yeah.
Negative 0.875.
Very good. Excellent. And what about E? Yeah, Sierra?
2.125.
Very good. Now here's the thing with F. And how many of you did F on your calculator? Good, that's the easiest way, right? And what did you guys get? It's negative 0.
27, 27.
I need all the numbers. 2, 7.
27, 27, 27, 27, 27. No.
Okay, well there's more, but I can't fit it on. Dang it. All right, here's the thing with the calculator. The calculator is trying so hard to give you all of the answer, but it only has a limited screen. Okay? So in this case, notice it's 27, 27 repeating, but then it hits a 3, right? All that means is that the calculator is seeing it's got 0.2727272727, but it can't show you that it goes on forever, like this part, right? So what it does is, since it's showing this, it's going to round to this number. So it's going to look at the next number, which is a 7, and like we talked about before, since this is bigger than 5, it says to you, I cannot show you anymore, so I'm just going to round to this spot, and it'll show you that 3 there, okay? So if you see this happen, just understand that it's really just telling you that it's repeating. Does that make sense? It's an electronic device, guys, okay? So it is limited in its ability to show you the answer. All right, what about G? What did you guys get? 8 point. Sierra? 3 repeating. Good. There's this one. Yeah, this one. It's only asking about one of the values. Eventually, you will have to be able to compare those. So it would say, for example, write these in order from least to greatest. Actually, we're going to skip these. Go and start on the homework.